Hey ratbags, it's Jade today. Really important video for anyone that lost any items, resources, armors or weapons during the latest PTB for the Toxic Tangle update. If your side chests suddenly went missing and you had stuff in them, we thought they were lost. The devs did say just to reload a save, but I have managed to find where they are. You will be able to get back a lot of your stuff, hopefully, depending on how many of the side chests you actually lost. By my standards, I was a bit slow getting content out when the update released. I didn't stream on purpose because I wanted to get some guides out as quick as I could, show you guys all the new stuff. But I had a massive problem. Every one of my resources was in some side chests because I like the way that they stacked on top of each other. I only used other chests for my armor and weapons. So I had to basically grind even more, and it took a lot more time to go ahead and do certain videos where I always try and do them in survival, but I had to use creative a bit more. So yeah, this went on and the devs basically said, be lucky, you got to reload your save. We can't actually get your stuff back. They ended up fixing it so they wouldn't disappear, so don't panic. You don't have to stop using your side chest now if you didn't play the PTB or you didn't have any issues, but that was a big thing for a lot of players. So I was doing a video showing off some brand new forbidden locations and mysteries, and then I remembered this one because I got an email from someone called Charlie. So big shout out to him. He's actually the person that showed me a picture of the side table, and I just remembered, and he didn't say what was in it, or he just thought it was weird. But again, big shout out to Charlie. So I thought, you know what, I'll show this anyway because this is cool. It's a way to get out of bounds. So if you want, you can just use this method to go and explore the brand new areas that will be coming in the summer and the future. But yeah, when I loaded in, I suddenly realised, look up. Like literally I dropped down on the floor, then realised, look up, and there was all my chests. Even one of them had the writing on that one of you ratbags had left when you guys came to help me gather resources to get ready for the update, or when we was trying to build 1,000 Christmas trees. So there are some caveats. You can't place any of the chests that you pick up because you're only on this tiny bit of dirt. You can fall and take some damage, but if you use the tuft, then you're going to basically lose the chest. If you only had one chest with resources, you can just gather the stuff from it directly. But like I said, I had about 12, maybe 13, 14 chests. They weren't all packed with stuff because I do remember taking some of my gear to my new base, and this is when I realised that things weren't working. But in theory, you should be able to place your chest here, gather, take your resources, and then go ahead and just die. If you've got backpacks get dropped, then you can simply recall your backpacks and it should go back to the very start of the onboarding center. And then you can just rinse and repeat. But there is another method. So let me take you through this. Make sure you leave a like because I feel like this is really big news. And you better do it quick because you never know, the devs may actually stop how you can actually gain access to this area. So first steps, you need to head over to the Pumpkin Patch Laboratory. Inside, it's actually pretty bare bones. There's a screen, there's a resource analyzer, and that's pretty much it. Here it is on the map. Obviously, some of you guys might not have actually been here before, because you might be taking things slowly exploring. Like I said, it's pretty bare bones here, but you will see the door that's blocking access. In the future, this is going to be a shortcut to the pond area. We know that from some of the other maps that are scattered around in some of the laboratories. But if you just keep looking around through the glass, you can actually gain access to the door scanner, opening the door. It's a lot easier to do in creative mode for some reason, but you can do this in survival. Actually press yourself right up against the doorway, the glass, and there you go, it should work. And then just make sure you open the door from the other side. You then go into the tube. Don't move because it's a very small space. You can actually fall off sometimes if you're messing around, and you might want to just jump ahead forward. Sadly, you can't build anything here, otherwise that would have made life much easier, being able to place a ladder or some foundations or place the chest a bit closer, only right below you on the ground. Then look up and yeah, you can go ahead and grab some of your stuff. Now, I had, like I said, a lot of chests here. You can see I'm messing around trying to move stuff, but there's all my bug parts that I lost, some of them. So what you do, as soon as you can get a whole bunch of resources, grab them. Make sure your inventory is super full. Then you want to make sure you save your game. There is also a visual glitch where it tells you you're still gaining certain resources, and it has something to do with the duping method, which is probably something people can mess around with. But it doesn't actually give you them resources, only just shows you on the counter that you're getting them. You can see I jumped up a few times there and I was accessing different chest inventory, one with all my candies, one with more bug parts. Anywho, once you've got a full inventory, like I said, go ahead and save your game. It'll actually kick you out back to where the tube is. but you'll still have all of your items and your gear. You can then go ahead up to the top where some maybe hopefully chests you've placed down, and then just dump all of the resources that you've managed to save. Then simply go back down to the tube. Now the tube might not actually work this time. You'll see it's got an arrow going up and down. If that's the case, save your game, save over the last save you just did, then go ahead and load that save, and the tube will reset and you'll be able to go ahead and use it again. Then all you got to do is go back into the tube, grab some more of your stuff inside your chest, and then fingers crossed you will be able to rinse and repeat. You might not be able to get all of your stuff back. Like, I definitely feel like I still had a couple chests here with lots of loot in that I didn't actually get to get everything, but hey, something is better than nothing. Make sure you also jump in and aim at different angles on the chests. Like I said, they do merge, so the time you jump up and access one, it might show nothing, then next time it might actually show a bunch of other resources. Be careful if you're dropping any items. It does look like they just literally disappear. I didn't see any of them on the floor when I tested this. And then yeah, once you've got another inventory full of your stuff, simply go ahead and save the game again. It will boot you out once more once you finish saving, or it should do at least, back. If it doesn't, like I said, just kill yourself and then you'll be able to spawn back at wherever you go and just recall your bags to the center. Go and dump your stuff, come back to the tube. If it's not working, you save the game, then load the game again, and then you'll be able to go ahead and get back into the tubes. This really might have only affected a small amount, but I wanted to try and help out. And as said, at the very worst, you can use it to go and explore all of the out of bounds areas. There have been some massive changes, definitely a lot deeper water. They've removed quite a bit of clutter, and it feels like the map's even bigger. They've changed the position of the tree. It used to be on the other side of the pond. So yeah, I can't wait for the summer update. We're definitely going to need a buggy, given how much water there is now in the map. But I'll cover more of this in my other video, showing you some mysteries and stuff and other places you might want to explore. But I just really wanted to get this out quick for people to go and rescue their stuff, hopefully. And if that has helped you and you want to say thank you, well, obviously you can leave a like, that'd be much appreciated. But what you can also do is go and check out the game that I am making. I am making this game on community manager, marketing, QA and more with some of my friends who actually make Valheim. We are doing this as our own little side project. It's going to be a Lethal-like. Imagine Lethal Company but medieval, where you explore dark tombs, try and get treasures and make it back alive, all to pay a foreboding and pretty dangerous taxman. The game is called Begraved. We're going to have a demo open very soon. In fact, it's going live on the 9th of February. Yes, I should know that. And this is why I've not really been doing maybe as much content as I normally would between updates for the channels, because I have been working hard on this. So yeah, the game's called Begraved. We really think it's going to be good. You'll be able to decorate and make your base or hideouts cozy, grow your own garden with mystical flowers and make other foods and potions and stuff maybe. We're adding in lots of customizations. You can play it solo, you don't have to play it with others, but definitely is best with friends 1 to 5. It's going to come to Steam first, and hopefully if it does well we can bring it to consoles in the future. And even if you don't have Steam, even just clicking on the link and going to check it out on the actual Steam page does help us. It shows Steam that people are interested in it. And if you have got Steam, then please consider wishlisting it and giving it a follow, and then absolutely it'll be out. I'll probably have a bunch of keys to give away once we do release it, and I'll probably hand out some demo keys as well, maybe a bit earlier. Thanks.